Welcome back to the Lotad Lounge, everybody. And for today's deck video, we're going to do a full-length video for one of the decks that I played in the Creators Cookoff back just a few weeks ago. Hopefully, you can withstand the heat, because we're about to step into the kitchen. Let's take a look at the deck list. We're going to play Scovillain EX, the Fire type one. Scovillain EX has the ability Double Type. As long as this Pokemon is in play, it is Grass and Fire type. Scovillain EX has the attack Spicy Rage. It costs 2 fire energy and it does 10 plus damage. This attack does 70 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. That's 70 damage you're doing for every 10 damage Scovillain EX has. Scovillain is not going to need a lot of damage to do a lot of damage. And we can make Scovillain even stronger with one of my favorite ace specs. Our ace spec of choice is Hero's Cape. The Pokemon this card is attached to gets 100 plus HP, bringing Scovillain EX up to 360 HP. If this boy don't get one shot, and he's got 0 damage on him already, he's going to be swinging for a lot of damage on that next turn. And we can do even more damage with Lilligant out on the field. Attacks used by your Grass Pokemon and Fire Pokemon do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. It's literally the perfect support mon for Scovillain EX, because he's both Grass and Fire type, due to that ability. Now we're going to need ways to get Scovillain EX damaged ourselves to start swinging for some big damage. For that we're going to use Froslass. Froslass has the Freezing Shroud ability. During Pokemon Checkup, put 1 damage counter on each Pokemon that has an ability, both yours and your opponent's, except any Froslass. We're also going to use Chi-Yu EX. Chi-Yu EX has the attack Jealousy Singe for 1 fire energy. Discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. Chi-Yu also has the attack Flame Surge for 2 fire energy and does 100 damage. Choose up to 3 of your benched Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a basic fire energy card and attach it to that Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Chi-Yu may or may not be very useful in this deck. It's just going to depend on the situation, really. And pretty much everything else in the deck is pretty standard. I played this deck, I think, round 3 in the Creators Cookoff. It was round 3 or round 4. I don't remember. It was kind of hard to play this deck in that round, though, because the concept of the cook-off was mirror matches. So me and my opponent got into a stalemate where we wasn't damaging each other's Scovillain EXs. So nobody was able to attack for a bit. This time around, we're just going onto the ladder and we're going to see what we get paired up against. And hopefully, we can get set up pretty quick and start swinging for some big damage. But before we continue, if you want to try this deck out for yourself, the deck list can be found in the description below. If you have any suggestions or ideas to help improve this deck in any way, leave them down in the comments below. I'll try them out sometime and I'll let you know how they worked. Also, if there's a specific deck that you would like to see played here on the lounge, drop it down in the comments below and one of us will play that deck. We're always looking for new things to play. Also, in case you missed it, be sure to check out my Nuzlocke attempt on Pokemon Shining Pearl. It was uploaded a few days ago, and it's a project that was in the works for a while. It's finally up, and I'm very excited about it. It was a lot of work. If you enjoy watching Pokemon playthroughs and challenges and such, it's up there in the corner. You can check it out whenever you want. Now with all that said, let's get into the games and see what happens. Okay. That's honestly not too bad. They mold. Brilliant. Why do I see Froslass and Counter Gain? What are they playing? They have 2 cards that is in my deck. And an Iono, too. That might be useful in a couple turns. Well, there's the Badoo. So let's use our items now. Give me you, give me you. And then give me you and give me you. And let's... I'm going to need that Froslass or that Iono. So I hate to do it, but let's get rid of the Scovillain EX. Because we're going to need energies. Alright. And now we pass. I really should have checked if there's a Capsakid that has an ability. I mean, not that it really matters, because I don't think it would help get damage early on before the evolution. Oh, you bravery charmed your Badoo. That's some garbage. Well, I don't need a Buddy Buddy Poffin, so let's attach. Let's evolve. Let's evolve. Oh my God! You put damage on the Capsakid. I love you, and because of weakness, it's going to knock it out. Otherwise, it would have left it with 10 HP. And we might as I give them 2 more cards, but I don't know what they have, so I'm gonna hope this hurts them. I was really hoping to get the Dunsparce to draw more cards, but that's okay. Let's destroy this Badoo. Get that out of here so we can use items on our next turn. And we got an energy to put on Chi-Yu here. So. Yeah, I realize I'm helping them out. So I might have to boss up that Munkidori next turn. I probably should have put like a couple Turos or Pennies in here, just so that way I can pick up these Froslass if I'm about to lose a Scovillain. I didn't think about that, but it's all good. It's all good. Did they whiff on the Pokegear? It looks like they did. What do you put it on? Okay, you're just upping Scovillain's damage output here. I'm going to need that Hero's Cape very soon, though. I got him into a professor's research. Thankfully, they didn't use that TM Devo, because that could have been bad if they did. Maractus. Buddy buddy. There's another Badoo. They got to get an energy or a switch to get that Badoo up here on this turn. And I don't think they're going to get there. Oops. Excuse me while I break my desk, apparently. I'm just... Man, Scovillain's about to hit like a truck here in a second. I would like to get a Lilligant. I'd also like to get a Dudunsparce for some draw, but I want to go ahead and get this first. Honestly, I think I'd rather knock out the Munkidori so they can't move damage around. Let's attach that. And we're swinging for 590 damage right now. Jesus. Maybe I should have put a Munkidori in this deck for a little bit of damage control on or health control on Scovillain. Because right now we're just constantly adding up that damage. Honestly, Munkidori would not be a bad idea in this deck. Just that way I can help like keep damage off of my Lilligant and control the damage that I have on Scovillain. That's I might need to look into that. And they got another Munkidori out. Because of course they did. See, I was loving Arven so I could get my Hero's Cape right now. Gravity Stone. Forget what you do. As long as one has... It costs 1 colorless more. So I'm gonna need One more energy to attack then, it looks like. Yeah, I could really use a Munkidori myself, honestly. Man, does this Scovillain survive? For 4 more prizes? I've got 1 Pokemon, 2 Pokemon, but they don't need to be in deck right now. Honestly, let's get rid of the Super Rod to get to Dunsparce. Runaway draw. And then let's get another Capsakid. Get an energy on. And then 2,440 damage. I don't think I'm doing enough damage right now. My God. Oof. Yeah, we're going to lose this Scovillain here soon. There was our hero's cape. It's okay. We'll put it on the fresh one. We'll put it on the fresh one. Because this dies right now. I'm about to lose a Lilligant too. That's unfortunate. Where are you putting that 30 damage? If you're smart, you put it on Lilligant and go ahead and knock it out. Alright, you set my Capsakid up for attacking next turn. Thanks. Or my Scovillain next turn. As long as they don't Iono. They better not. I've got my Hero's Cape, I've got my 1 energy, and I've got a Scovillain EX. And I can even put Fezandipiti on the field to draw. Well, no, because you won't get knocked out by damage. So. Okay. That's fine. And there goes my Lilligant. So let's do that. Let's do that. And let's do that. And then let's retreat. Oh yeah, they badooed. So let's knock out that. We're slowly getting there. I didn't expect my opponent to have Froslass 2. I didn't take that into consideration. I didn't think that'd be a thing of... I didn't consider that happening at all. Uh-oh. I see where they're going with that. Oh no. That's really unfortunate. And because of 3 Froslass, it's going to die. That really sucks. Man, that really sucks. I can't believe they took the game like that because of 3 Froslass. Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, discard the top 2 cards then. Yeah, Munkidori would have saved me a few times. Curse them for having Blood Moon Ursaluna in their deck. Man. And I can't believe it put it at the exact damage needed for 3 Froslass to finish knocking out my Scovillain. You're already going to knock it out. You don't have to put damage on Chi-Yu. They didn't attack? Oh, because Blood Moon can't attack. Okay. Okay. Hold up now. Hold up. I swing for 100. So we need to do an Earthen Vessel. Or I could have just Night Stretched it, I guess. That's fine. And then I swing for 100. If I had a Munkidori, I could take game. Because this will put him at 190. No. Not even Munkidori. Yeah. I would leave him with 10 HP after my Munkidori and all 3 Froslasses. Man, that sucks. Well, we tried. We gave it our best. We might as well. Because why not? Well, we got dang close. Yep, there they go. Man. Well, that game started out really good until the Blood Moon Ursaluna came out. Then there wasn't really much we could do. But look at that damage that I did. Man, that's insane. Okay, so quick update. I took out 1 counter gain, and I took out 1 Nest Ball, and I took out the 1 of Great Ball. I now have Munkidori in deck, and I have 2 Dark Energy in deck. I'm hoping that this will be helpful, because if I have 2 Froslass out, I'm going to need a little bit of damage control. And... okay. That's not bad. I think we can manage with that for a little bit. Especially if we get extra cards. Uh-oh. We got another Froslass in here. Oh, man. I may not even need to use my Froslass. Give me the cards. Yes. Let's do that. And done. Looks like we're going up against Venomoth Item Lock. Fun. Unfortunately, they're going first, so it's a little, that sucks a little bit, but we might be okay. And double nest ball, of course. Give me Munkidori. Give me... Honestly, I may go Chi-Yu on this one. I don't have the switch, though, which is really unfortunate. Let's go ahead and pop that just so it's set. And then let's pass. Yeah, I may not even need my Froslass if they get their Froslasses out, which they do. They got Venomoth up. I had a Scovillain in hand. Why would you do that to me? I got the switch too. So I could start using Chi-Yu next turn. But they item lock, right? Yes, they do. So let's do that. Let's runaway draw. Let's Munkidori. Obviously, we're going to put it on Venomoth. We'll go ahead and put one of my Snorunt out. Get me Hero's Cape. And let's pop it on Capsakid. And then next turn, if I need to, I'll boss his orders and get that Venomoth out of active. How dare you? How about that? So yes, let's Adrena Brain. Onto Venomoth. I bet they have a Night Stretcher in hand, which would really suck. If I Ono, though, I give them 2 cards. Or 3 cards. I don't think I want to do that. But give me the Froslass. And then let's pass. I hope they don't have a switch or the energy, and they do. Because of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Okay. I need the top deck. Not you. But we will put you out. I bet they have a Night Stretcher in hand. And I would be really upset if they do. Arvin, okay. If you have a Night Stretcher in hand, or you top deck the Night Stretcher. Oh, yeah, I got it in my turn. Do we go ahead and Arvin? Tools don't work. I just realized that, and I have no stadiums. That's really unfortunate. We can't play items this turn, so let's go ahead and see what we can get. Let's go ahead and get a vessel. We got one in hand already, actually. And we end turn. Okay, it goes into the deck, and you probably have a way to go search it out, don't you? Oh, okay, they had nothing to do, apparently. I'll take that win. I was going to have to work for that one, and I was prepared to do it, but it was going to be a job. Man, the Froslass, or the Snorunt start again? I'd rather have that up there than Fezandipiti. Let me guess. Badoo. No, it's my favorite. I might be a little bit upset here in a minute. We'll see what happens. Well, I was hoping this was going to be some really cool, like, new build of Zard I've never seen before. That'd be something I wouldn't mind to play against, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that at all. It's probably just going to be your basic Zard deck. In which case, I'm about to get really upset. Man, I don't have the best opening hand either. Arven... For, yes, a buddy actually. And let's go ahead and grab Hero's Cape. Buddy. For Capsakid. And I don't have Munkidori, apparently. Get 2 Capsakid. Go ahead and Hero's Cape 1. And then we will end turn. Why is it that the past 2 games have had Jamming Tower? It's like they know what I'm trying to do. And of course they have double Dusclops. But they don't boom yet. Okay. Interesting. Go ahead and get you. Or do we get Chi-Yu? Honestly, give me Chi-Yu. I just got rid of the switch to do that. Dang it. I'm upset now. And they pass again. What are they waiting for, I wonder? Well, I hate to do it, but we're going to have to attach to retreat. And then let's bring that back. And discard the top 2 cards. Ooh, got rid of 2 Night Stretchers. I bet they're going to miss those later. Going for Arven. Probably getting Rare Candy. Getting Ultra Ball. Probably going to get a Dusk Noir, if I had to guess. and blow something up. With one Dusknoir. Oh, they're getting the Chi the Chi-X? They're getting the Zard, because of course they have the rare candy in hand. That's really upsetting. So now they can pop off a Dusclops, and then attack with Charizard, and then knock out my Chi-Yu. You put it on the Snorunt. Okay. Well, do you use the other one on Chi-Yu? Oh, because I took a prize. Yeah. Do that. Okay. So I'll get that was the perfect 2 cards. So now I'll have damage. Yeah, I'll have damage on my turn, and then I can attack. We're gonna hold Earthen Vessel though. I think. At this point, I don't have a way to win, I don't think. Of course you would get Iono on the Pokegear. I will never understand why Charizard EX is just favored by the universe. It's like, oh, do you need something at this exact second? Here, let me shuffle your deck for you and stack it. Here you go. That would be helpful if I had a Snorunt right now, which I don't. You're going to take this Capsakid, and you're going to enjoy it. Maybe. Good. Fail on that, buddy. You don't need anything else. And there's the Iono, so I lose my Earthen Vessel, but hopefully I can get at least 1 energy out of it. Okay, I got 2 energy out of it, but I also need a switch, which I don't have. Hopefully my other switch isn't prized, because I've only got 1 in discard. If I could top deck an Arven to get a switch, that would be beautiful. And buddy, can I get the switch by chance? No, because of course I can't. Wait, why would I need a switch? He just knocked him out. I'm a little bit dumb. So now let's... Ooh, actually, hold on. You would have been useful to have a lot earlier. Well, no, you wouldn't, because I couldn't do anything with Scovillain until just now. But we're going to Iono you to 2 cards and hopefully hurt you a little bit. Even though you have 2 Mews, which is really unfortunate. But let's do... Because I'm grass type, I do double damage. That's right. That's amazing. I just wish I had a little bit more damage on it. And now here's where I lose. And take your knockout. Stupid jamming tower. I would have been alive for a little bit longer had that not been out. Well, hopefully you at least got a good idea of how the deck is supposed to run. At least in that first game, we had a really good opening hand, and it led us into a really good run. We only lost, I think, because of that Blood Moon Ursaluna and 3 Froslass on board at once. Had I had Munkidori in deck in that first game, I could have got some of that damage off every now and then, and hopefully stayed on top of the match a little bit. But overall, it's a pretty fun deck to play, I think. Could probably use a little bit of tweaking here and there to fine-tune a few things, but concept-wise, I believe it can work. And because Scovillain is fire and grass, he can attack Charizard EX for weakness, which is something I didn't even think about until that attack popped up. So there's one reason for me to like the deck right there. I just need to be able to get set up a little bit faster, and Charizard needs to slow the heck down a little bit. But that is going to bring an end to today's deck video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, you can hit that like button, and you can hit that subscribe button if you want to stick around for a while to see more content from us as it comes out. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for your Thursday unboxing. And until the next time I see ya, you all take care.